are down at the Lake Ann Dam, and we've got the staging area for the 2015 Lake Ann Dredging project right behind us here off Inlet Court. And of course, right behind me in the water is what we call the spud barges and the backhoe that actually does the removal of the sediments from the lake. It's a very equipment-intensive operation, and this is just one of the kind of the typical big lake maintenance projects we have, part of our capital projects budget that we do each year. The lakes here in Reston, Lakes Ann, Audubon, Newport, and Thoreau, are man-made lakes. In fact, there's only 2 natural lakes in the whole state of Virginia. So the lakes in Reston and pretty much every other impoundment you see are made by man. Here in Reston, they were built by the developer for stormwater management, recreation, and of course, enhancing the real estate. And quite honestly, I think the lakes are one of the great gems of Reston. The pathways that we have across the dam, as we do here at Lake Ann and around the lakes, are probably the most well-used in all of the community. People love being near water, and so one of the reasons we do dredging in these lakes is, quite frankly, to extend the life and to increase the health of these lakes for the long term. This lake that we're at today is 50 years old, and if we want this lake to last another 50 years and beyond. And so this is just one of these types of maintenance projects that we do to really add value to the community and maintain that value. We dredge our lakes on a periodic cycle. It really ranges from 6 to 7 years on the lakes with the most sediment impact up to about 15 years on the lakes with the smaller watershed. And typically when we get into a lake for a major project like this, we'll remove anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 cubic yards. And to give you an idea, the dump trucks that we haul this material with can hold about 10 cubic yards of sediment. So you're talking a lot of trucks over the course of a dredging project. We're removing the sediment that builds up primarily in the cove areas, and that's where the boating and the fish habitat are most greatly impacted. So what we're really doing is helping extend the life of the lake, particularly those cove areas, and it also helps improve water quality and just creates greater depth in those areas, which also helps prevent some emergent plant growth that we often get in some of our lakes as well. This sediment gets into these lakes from eroding stream channels, the road sands that are put down on the roads in the winter, leaf material. These all build up in the coves as sediments. This is just one of the pieces of infrastructure that the association owns that we have a duty to maintain year in and year out. And dredging is one of the bigger cost items that we have with our lakes. When people ask, where does my assessment dollar go? Clearly this is one of those great value adds, because this is something that is enhancing this particular facility for generations to come.